Okay, so we are going to sew a basic seam. I have cut out my practice fabric and I put the two right sides of the fabric together and pinned them here. So we're going to line it up with our needle on our sewing machine and press our foot down, and then I'm going to take my first pin out. You always want to take your pins out before you sew across them or near them because it will damage your sewing machine needle. I'm going to do a 5/8 inch seam. I think that's pretty generic with most patterns, so that's what I'm going to do today. Your sewing machine should have the measurements already on it. So to start a seam, you're just going to start sewing a couple stitches, and then you're going to want to backtrack. I backtrack usually 2 or 3 stitches just to be secure, but I have had a teacher told me you only need to do it once, but that's how I do it. So we're going to backtrack. And then once you've backtracked a couple stitches, you're going to go ahead and sew your seam all the way down to the end. Once you get to the end of your fabric, you're going to want to backtrack again. And then release your needle. So this is what it looks like when you're done. You're going to want to trim the edges, and then we are going to iron. So when you're ready to iron, you're going to open out your 2 pieces of fabric, and then you're going to split these 2 extra pieces down the center, and you're going to iron that flat. And then I always like to flip it over on the other side and iron that side too, just for good measure. Make sure it looks nice and everything. And there you have it. This is a basic seam, which is what you will use for almost everything you will ever sew.